on the board here. As an organic chemistry student, can you name the structure? Right? If you can name the structure here, pause the video and we'll drop the structure at the word comment section. But you cannot name the structure here. I want to welcome you to nomenclature of the carboxylic acid masterclass. We have to start from the simplest to the complex. I want to name saturated, unsaturated, open chain, and ring. And we have to dive every single aspect of nomenclature of the carboxylic acid. So you want to stick to the end of this video. I want to show you one thing. By the time you finish watching this video, you should know and master nomenclature of the carboxylic acid and name anything you see anywhere in any exam. Do you understand? So you want to stick to the end of this video. Now, if you are new here, please consider subscribing here because this channel is dedicated for science students, for maths, chemistry, and physics. So please make sure you subscribe. And if this video is helpful, please only leave a comment section that this video is helpful. It goes a long way to tell me that what I'm doing here is actually helping you as a student, right? Let's get into it. So now let's start from the beginning aspect. Let's start from the basic aspect. Now we're talking about carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid is actually what the common name. Carboxylic acid also about acanic acid. Acanic acid. So whenever I talk about acanic acid, it's called carboxylic acid. And the functional group is what is COOH. It's okay. This is called carboxylic group, right? Now this COH can also be written as C double bond oxygen there OH. That is composed of two different functional groups here, the carbonyl and the OH. Do you understand? So a carboxylic acid functional group here will incorporate two different functional groups here, the carbonyl, the carbonyl functional group here, and the hydroxide what functional group. Do you understand? So it's called what acanic acid. That is what is the IUPAC what's name, right? So now say what is general molecular formula, because sometimes they normally ask it here. General molecular formula for the acanic acid is what? R here. So it's going to be what? R here, which was CnH2n plus 1 COOH. Just and so this is what is the functional group here, CnH2n plus 1 COOH, which also is sent as RCOOH. Do you understand? So this is called the acanic functional group, right? So these are certain things to know when it comes to acanic acid. So when you see an organic compound with what COOH here, just know that what is an acanic acid. So I want to start from the simplest one. I want to start with the simplest one here. So we are going to start with the simplest one here. So for example, here we have CH3, CH2, C. Is okay. Now the functional group carboatom is always of my carbon 1. Now what you need to understand here that the functional group carboatom is always of my carbon 1, and it's always what is always at the extreme end, right? At the extreme, that is always the carbon 1 here. So we have 1, 2, 3 here. Now this carboxylic acid is called saturated compound, saturated carboxylic acid. Why? Because it does not contain double bond here. It only contains a single bond, right? So if you want to name this one here, now carboxylic acid is named after what? Alkane. Just if you look at alkane here, alkane, right? Now if you remove the what, the E, right? If you remove the E and put what? OIC acid, so you have OIC acid. This is how we got to acanic acid. So the IUPAC name, of carboxylic acid is derived from the alkane. By removing the E from the alkane, I replace what with what? OIC acid. That is how we got what? Acanic acid. Hope you understand. So remember, we have members of the alkane. We have called the methane, the ethane, the propane, and the rest, right? Now, here we have three carboatom here. And 3 carboatom is called propanoic acid, or prop. what means what 3 carbon atom here, right? So here we have look at here 1, 2, 3. So we got propanoic what acids. It's okay. It's what is propanoic what acid. Hope you understand. So this carbon atom here is always what my carbon what 1. If for example here we have CH3, CH2, 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 C. Now how many carbon atom can you see here? Right? How many carbon atom can you see here? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 5. So it will be what? Pentanoic what acid. Pentanoic what? Pentanoic what acid. So now, whenever what a situation is given to you, the first thing you want to understand is that tell you what the longest continuous carbon chain, right? That contain what the functional group, the longest continuous carbon chain that contain what the functional group here. So here we have propanoic acid, here we have pentanoic what acid because it's 5 here. Now, if I show something like this, CH3 here, CH2, C, CH2, CH3, C, CH2, CH2, you have CH2, COH here. Now, if you check it very well, from here to here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Here we have several atoms, same carbon atom here. So let's take out from here to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We also have 7, right? So from here to here, we have 7. We should have from here to here, we have 7 here, right? So if you take from here to here, is what is my parent chain. So the longest continuous carbon chain that contains the functional group is my parent what chain. Why this guy here, which is called the ethyl, which is called what the ethyl, it's called what the ethyl is going to be what is substituents, right? The carbon atom that carry what the substituent is always what my carbon 1. So if I should number it here, like you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, right? Before that, what is the parent name first? The parent name is called, because here we have 7, we go to be what? Heptanoic acid. It's okay, heptanoic what acid? Heptanoic what acid, right? Now, at card number 5, I have an ethyl group, right? So how do I do it here? You're going to be what? You're going to be what? 5 ethyl. 5 ethyl, right? Now, when you are number here, this is what you to when you are naming organic compound here, this is what you need to understand here. Number and alphabet must be separated by what? By hyphen, right? So the name is going to be what? 5 ethyl ethanoic what? Acid. Do you see that? 5 ethyl ethanoic what? Acid. As easy as that. So because the nomenclature of carboxylic acid is not that difficult. If, for example, we will probably have a chain that have different substituents. For example, here we have this guy. Here we have CH3, CH2, C. Here we have CH3. Here we have what? CH2, CH. Here we have Here we have CH2, CH2, CH3. It's okay. Because I want you guys to pay close attention here because a different structure. So many students can actually what if they are not careful about the structure, they might what fail the name. So I want you guys to pay close attention here. Here we have CH2 C BRO. Here we have H. Here we have Cl H. Here we have this one here. It's okay. So now if some students see this one here, right? Because since I'll be taking from here to here, from here to here, and from here to here. So students will just rush and take from here to here, right? So if I take from here to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's going to be 7, right? It's going to be what? Heptanoic what acid, right? Now, but understand that the rule of nomenclature says that you must take the longest continuous carbon chain. Now, what do you understand by longest continuous carbon chain here? I'm going to now, as long as it's connected here, as long as they are connected, I must count it. So in this sense, if I start from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 8. Right? So from here to here is 7, but from here to here is 8. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you see that? So now, instead of what take from here to which is 7, I'm going to take from here to here. But substitute in the exam, they will take from here to here, which is going to be wrong. So if I should take from here to here, what happen here is going to be what 8, right? So you find that this guy is a substituent, this guy is a substituent, this guy is a substituent, and this guy is a substituent here. So I have how many substituents here? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 different substituents, 4 different what substituents, right? So now, therefore, let me get what the parent is. So I'm going to wipe this place here. Let me wipe this place here. So I'm going to take what the parent name first. Now what is parent name? The parent name is going to be octanoic what acid, right? So it's going to be octanoic acid, octanoic acid, octanoic what acid. If you look at it very well, octanoic what acid. That is name, right? So if you look at it very well, I can't remember to have a chloro group. So going to be what 2 chloro, right? Now I can't remember 3, I have what a bromo group, right? So going to be what 3 bromo, right? Right? I can't remember 4, I have what a methyl group, right? A methyl group which is going to be what 5 what methyl. Then I can't remember 5 too. I say I have what an ethyl group. This is called ethyl. So going to be what 5 what ethyl. It's okay. Now, one thing to understand here is that once you have assigned numbers to all the substituents here, I have got your parent name here. Now, the next one to do here is that you must arrange the substituent alphabetically. Just understand? So if you check it very well, B will come before C in alphabetical order, right? And E. So if you should arrange it in alphabetical order here, what will happen? What will not be the complete name? The complete name is going to be what? 3 bromo. 3 what? 3 bromo. What else again? So after B, here we have what? C. Here we have what? 2 chloro. Right? Now after chloro, here we have ethyl. So going to be what? 5 what? Ethyl. 5 what? Ethyl. After ethyl, what is next thing? Methyl. So going to be what? 5 what? Methyl. Right? Remember, I don't have any other space again, so I cannot write in the other side here. So I'll just move this octanoic acid. So going to be octanoic what? Acid. Do you see that? So these are to name saturated compounds. These are to what? Name saturated carboxylic what? Acid. So what I want to do here now is that since I've actually explained the first aspect for you, I want to what? Drop some questions for you so that you can name and drop them at the comment section. Please make sure you do this here. It's very important. This is how you know if you understand or not. So I will drop this question at the comment what? I will drop this question on the board so I can what? Name them for me, right? So here is going to be your first try. So what I want to do here is what? Name this compound for me. Now, one thing that will actually help you is when you keep on trying, solving, or name compounds. That is how you get perfect. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here I have 5 of them, right? So pause the video. If truly you understood what I've done so far, then you should not have issues naming compound like this. So pause the video, try it, leave your answer at the comment section. Now the next one to look at is what? Nomenclature of what? Unsaturated carboxylic what? Acid. Very important. Nomenclature of unsaturated carboxylic what? Acid. Let's get into it. Let's move forward to what? Unsaturated carboxylic acid. Now when I talk about unsaturated carboxylic acid here, I'm talking about what? Carboxylic acid that have a double bond and a single bond. A double bond and a triple bond. For example, here we have this one here. CH3, CH double bond, CH2, CH2, C. If for example here we have something like this here, it's okay. For example, here we have this compound, right? So remember, how many carbons do you have here? Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, right? Now, as there's no double bond here, as we have something like this, CH2, 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 C, 1, 2, 3, 4. As we have something like this, I believe you already know this one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to do what? Pentanoic what? Acid. Pentanoic what? Pentanoic what? Acid. Right? It's okay. Now, here we also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But there's a double bond here. Now, whenever you have a carboxylic acid functional group and a double bond here, understand that it's called unsaturated carboxylic acids, right? So when I say unsaturated carboxylic acid, I'm talking about a carboxylic acid that have either what a double bond or a triple bond. This is called saturated because they're all single bond, so it's called saturated. So when I have a double bond here, remember here we now have two functional groups. Now have what the carboxylic acid functional group and a double bond which is called an alkene, right? So but the carboxylic acid functional group here supersedes this what double bonds. So here going to be what my carbon one. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and what and 5. Can you see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, and what and 5. That is it. So what will now happen here? Normally it's supposed to be what pentanoic what acid. Normally, if there is no double bond, it's supposed to be what pentanoic what acid. Right? Now, but since there is a double bond here, the A will change to E, right? The A will change to what to E. So you don't look at what pentanoic acid, it's going to be what pentanoic what acid. Just that pentanoic what acid, right? Now, but the double bond is at the position, right? So here what my carbon 1, here what my carbon 2, here what my carbon 3. What does it mean? Even that carbon 3 is what carries what the double bond here. So these are the way. So how do you input it here? That way you can do it. You can either say what 3 pentanoic acid, or you can say pent 3 enoic what acid. This is that. So it can either be what 3 pentanoic acid or pent. What does it mean here? That is 5 carbon atom here with a carboxylic acid or IC acid and what a double bond at carbon what number 3. So that is what the name of this guy is. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you understand? Now, if for example you have what a triple bond, just like you now have what CH3, C triple bond, C, CH2, C, right? So what is the name of this guy here? Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Now, the E is going to be Y. It's going to be pentanoic acid. Just that. So remember, alkane is what is ANE, right? Or AN. Y alkene is what EN. So alkane will now become what YN, right? Normally this is supposed to be what pentanoic acid, right? So the A here will now change to what to Y. So going to be what pentanoic acid, pentanoic what acid. This is that pentanoic what acid. So remember, I can number 3, 1, 2, 3. I can number 3. That's where I have what my triple bond, right? So going to be what 3 pentanoic acid, or you can say pent 3 I or equals acid. This is that as this. So these are things you need to pay attention to when you are naming what unsaturated what carboxylic what acid. So now let's look at some other example here. If for example you have CH3, CH2, C, you have CH3, you have BRO, you have C triple bond here, C, you have CH2, C. So now let's name this compound here, right? So let's give the name of this compound. Now what will be the name of this compound here, right? So if you check very well, you're going to deal with my carbon 1, right? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's okay. Here we have what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So let's get the parent name here, because once you get your parent name, you can easily what add what your substrates. Here we have 2 what substrates. It's okay. So it's very easy. So here we have 7 carbon atoms. We should go to do what heptanoic what acid. Heptanoic what acid. It's okay. Heptanoic acid, right? So what the position of the triple bond here? I can't remember what 3, right? So going to be 3 Thianoic what? Acid. Or you can say Eps. 3-ionic what? Acid. Do you see that? So any of these we are what? We are correct. You can use any of this in nomenclature here. Right? So but I can't by what? 5. Here we have what? A methyl group. A methyl group. Here we have what? A bromo what? A bromo group, right? So remember, when you arrange this suspense here, you must arrange it alphabetically, right? B will come forward M in alphabetical order, right? And 2 of them are what? In carbon number what? 5. So what happens here? Going to be what? 5 bromo. So you want to have what? 5 what? Bromo. It's okay, 5 bromo. Then you have 5 methyl. 5 what? 5 methyl. 5 methyl, right? Then you have what? 3 enoic what? Acid. Hope you understand. So this is now what? The nomenclature here. So it's also follow the same pattern here. Just that you don't have to what? Know the numbers of carbon atom, then the position of what? Of the triple bond, other bond here. The name the word parent name. Once you know the parent name, every other thing becomes easier for you, right? So let's take on that one here. So okay, now let's look at this company here. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So let's look at this company here. If you know that you can name this company here, please kindly pause the video here and try it and solve it. If you know that you can solve this question here, pause the video and try it and leave your answer at the comment section, right? Just try it. There's no harm in trying, right? So if you look at it very well, from here to here we have our carbon chain, right? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and what? And 9, right? If you check it very well, so going to be what? Non-anoic acid, non-anoic acid, right? So here we have what? Like 9 carbon you should call non-anoic acid. This is that acid. Always sound. So the first you want to do, you want to take your longest continuous carbon atom here. Now the first you want to do here is what? Get the parent name, right? Now once you have what you want your parent name here, then you are almost done with the problem here. So the next you want to look at what is the position of the double bond here. Sorry, it's a double bond, right? Is a what? Is a double bond. So going to be is a double bond. It's still going to be non-anoic what? Acid. I make a mistake before. It's still going to be not acid. I don't know if I pronounce it very well, right? But yeah, the double bond is our carbon about 4. So it will be 4 non-anoic acid, right? So you can say non-anoic what? Acid. This is that. So but I prefer this guy here. I prefer this one here. Just and so here we have account number 3 have what? Methyl group, right? So remember we have what? 2 methyl group and account number what? 3 account number 3 have what? 2 methyl group. So the name is going to be what? When you combine them together, it's going to be what? 3,3-dimethyl. Yeah, 3,3-di what? Methyl, right? Why? Because the 2 of them are what? Are the same carbon atom. So you must put the number here. What does it mean here? That 2 methyl group is our what? Number 2. Right? So that we have 3,3-dimethyl. Remember, when I name here, numbers are separated by what? By hyphen. You must separate it by hyphen here. So by this comma here, numbers are separated by comma. The numbers and alphabet are separated by what? This hyphen here. These are things you need to know when you're naming what? Organic what? Compound here. So the next thing I want to look at is what? Is this guy is called cyno compound. So it's account number 5. So it's going to be 5 cyno. 5 what? 5 cyno. The account number 7 here we have what? Phenyl. Now whenever a benzene is called a benzene. Now, whenever a benzene is a substituent, because the substituent here is called phenyl. This is called phenyl. It's called phenyl. It's called what? Phenyl. So it will come to ourselves. So it will be 7 what? Phenyl. It's okay. So that let's arrange them alphabetically here. This is the one is the parent what's name, right? That the word substituent here. Of course, C will come before any other thing here. So after C is what is my M, from what my P, just an in alphabetical order, right? So I will have C. After C, I will have what M. After M, I will have what phenyl. Now this di is not useful. We are not using this D here because D is just it's just a prefix, right? So we don't use one here. So what will be the name here? So it will be what 5-cyno 3,3-dimethyl 7-phenyl. It's going to be what 5-cyno. Right there. What is the next one? 3,3-dimethyl. It's okay. They are 7-phenyl. So you have 7-phenyl. It's okay. So you have 7 what phenyl. That is name. Right? It's okay. So the name is going to be 5-cyno 3,3-dimethyl 7-phenyl no 4-enoic what acid. That is what is name. Move to what nomenclature of cycloalkanoic acid. Cycloalkanoic what acid, right? So now that is we're talking about cycloalkanoic acid. They are talking about what carboxylic acid with a ring, right? So it can either be for the alkane or for the alkenes. So please pay attention here. The way you name cycloalkenes, I know cycloalkenes with carboxylic acid, they are not the same. Just so let's focus our attention on what cycloalkanes carboxylic acid. Cycloalkanes carboxylic acid, and it's very easy. It's very easy. Now the format of the nomenclature of cycloalkane carboxylic acid is very easy. It's what cycloalkane ring, right there, then carboxylic acid. Carboxylic what acid? That is how you name it. So the name of the cycloalkane ring, then the carboxylic acid, right? So when we talk about alkane, cycloalkanes here, that is a ring, but there is no double bond or single bond. For example, here we have this one here, right? We have this here. It's okay. We have this. Now this is called cyclopropane, cyclopentane. Why? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and what 5, right? So now if you now have carboxylic acid functional group here, it's very easy. The name of this ring here and carboxylic acid, right? So it's going to be what cyclopentane carboxylic acid. This is that cyclopentane carboxylic acid. You can see how easy it is. Once you know the name of the ring, just put it there. Then this one means for carboxylic acid. That is me. Now, if I have another one like this, yeah, I have probably I have this one, right? It's okay. What is the name of this ring here? The name of this ring is what cyclohexane, right? Cyclohexane, right? Cyclohexane. Then here we have this carboxylic acid functional group. Yes, so we're going to be cyclohexane carboxylic what acid. Cyclohexane carboxylic what acid. As easy as that. So now once you know this one here, remember if you now have substituents, for example, if there is a substituent in this ring, here, probably there is a substituent here, CH3. It's okay. If there is substituent in this string here, how is it going to look like? The functional group is going to be what, like carbon 1, right? Then this carbon atom here must have the lowest possible number, right? So remember here, if here's my number 1, I have two directions I can start, I can number it to. I can start from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3. Of course, in the nomenclature, it must go to the lowest possible number, right? So it will be 1, 2, and 3. Remember, what is the name of the word parent chain here? Cyclohexane carboxylic acid, right? Then at number 3, we have what? A methyl. So it will be 3 methyl, 3 methyl cyclohexane carboxylic what? Acid. This is that 3 methyl cyclohexane carboxylic what? Acid. As easy as that. Now, if I have something like this, now let's name this one here. Let's name this what function this compound here. Of course, it's this cyclohexane carboxylic acid here, but here we now have 3 substitutes, 1, 2, and 1 and 3, right? And when you number here, you must remember in such a way that it must have the lowest possible number. But you cannot just choose like that, right? So now because it has multiple substituents, because it has multiple substituents here, you must number it in both sides first to see the lowest possible number, right? So I can start from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? So if you check it very well, carbon 1, I have to just put it there as carbon 1 plus. Carbon 3, I have a substituent, right? Carbon 3, I have what? A substituent, which is 3 plus. Carbon 4, I have what? A bromo here, which is what? 4 plus. Carbon 6, I have what? A substituent, which is 6, right? So here is 10, here is 14, so here we have 14. So that when we start our number from this side here, I have what? 14, right? But what about if I start from the other side? What about if I start from the other side here? Like, remember I start from here to this point here. What about if I start from here? So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So it will be 1 plus 2, right? 1 plus 2 plus what? 4 plus 5, right? Now, which is going to be what? 12. So this is what the right number here. So in the exam, don't assume the position. Don't assume that okay, this side is what is the lowest possible number when you add. No, you have to what number both sides, sum that position, then see the one that add what lowest possible what number. That is how they do it. So of course, from here to here is what lowest possible what number. So what will happen here is this. This is what will happen here. So here we now have what bromine will come first in alphabetical order, right? So it will be what 4 bromo, 4 what bromo, right? Now here we have ethyl, 5 what ethyl, 5 ethyl, right? Then common number to have what in ethyl, so we go to what 2 what ethyl. It's okay. Then cyclohexane carboxylic acid. This is that. So that is the name of this compound here. So this I name cyclohexane carboxylic acid group. Do you understand? It's very easy. So now we are done with this one here. Let's move to the one that have the cyclohexane carboxylic acid. Now, what does it mean? It means that here we have what the ring here, right? So how do we name this guy, right? So there's a format that can easily fall to what name a ring like this, that a double bond, a ring that contains a double bond, I carry what the carboxylic acid function here is this. So what is the format here? Here we have cyclo, right? Cyclo, then what? The ring sides, right? Then double bond position, double bond position, double bond position. I did. So cyclo, the ring side, double bond position, they are what? ENE. Then here we have carbon position. Then here we have carboxylic acid. Here we have what? Carboxylic what? Acid. Do you understand? So now, with this format here, you can easily name compound like this, right? Though the cyclo, right? So cyclo will come here. So let us name this guy here. So with this format here, let us name this one here. Now let us name this one here. Cyclo, yes. So you have cyclo, right? Then the ring side. Now what is the ring side here? If you look at it very well, the numbers of carbon atom in the ring, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And numbers of carbon atom when it's 5 is called tenths. So here we have cyclo, tenths. Right? Next here is what? Double bond position. Now look at something here. How do you do this one here? This guy will always be what? My carbon 1. It's okay. So here, if here is my carbon 1, here's what is my carbon 2, here's what my carbon 3, here's what my carbon 4, here's what my carbon 5, right? So you must number in favor of this double bond, just like I have the lowest possible number. But here's what my highest priority. This one is the highest priority. That is what you consider. After I consider this one to be my number 1, then double bond is my second highest priority. It means that the double bond here must have the lowest possible number. Just so when I say cyclo, then the number of carbon atom in the ring is 5. So it's called what? Tenths, right? Now you have double bond position. So what is double bond position here? Is 2. Remember, I got to do what? 2. Remember, I tell you that numbers and alphabet are separated by what? By hyphen here, right? You must separate them, right? So here we now have what? ENE. Because of this double bond here, you now got to do what? ENE, right? Now, position carbon here, like carbon position, which is this guy here, carbon position of this functional, which is what? Number 1. So you're going to do what? 1, right? Then carboxylic acid. So here now have what? Carboxylic acid. This that. Now we are actually going to do more problem here so that you understand it here. So cyclopen 2-in-1 carboxylic acid is the name of this compound here. Now, if I have something like this, COOH, here we have this one here. Please, I want you guys to name this one here. I want you guys to name this compound here. Drop your answer at the comment section. Drop your answer at the comment section. I want you guys to name this one. Right? Now, therefore, this is what is my functional group here, right? Now, you're going to be with my carbon 1, right? So there are 2 ways we can what number this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, right? So of course, go to the complete side here. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? So now, since you have done this one here, next one to do here, let's apply this one here. So let's start with cyclo. So we're going to do what? Cyclo is okay. Now the size of the ring side, or the side of the ring, is 6, and 6 is called eggs. So we have eggs. Can you see that? Now, double bond position. Double bond position is what is account number what? 3. So we're going to do what? 3. Right? Here you have put what? ENE. Here we have ENE. Right? Of course, it's account number 1. So here we have what? 1. There's a word carboxylic acid here, so you don't have to put carboxylic acid. Because with this format here, you can see how easy it is to what? Name cyclic carboxylic acid with what? With double bond here. So these are the parent chain. So if, for example, now we now have substituent here, you now start putting what? Your substituent inside, right? You can see how easy it is. So now, before end this class here, let's look at what the benzene with carboxylic acid. So for example, here we have benzene with carboxylic acid, Remember, this is what structure of benzene, right? This is called benzene. Here now COOH. It's okay. Benzene carboxylic acid here. What is the name of this compound here? What is the name of this compound here? It's called benzoic acid. Benzoic what? Acid. It's called benzoic what? Acid. That is the name of this compound here. Right here. That is what the name of this compound here. So I'm going to create another video about what benzoic what acid. I don't want this video to be too lengthy. But if this video is helpful so far, please like me share this video is helpful, and I will be glad to hear from you. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, please kindly subscribe to this channel so that whenever I upload a new set of video like this in mass chemistry and physics, you'll be notified that a new video will be uploaded. Just so I don't miss out. Thanks for watching. Kindly share this video too so other people can benefit. Thanks for watching. See you in my next class.